we get back underway in the second half. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Saquon Barkley.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give, Darnold finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
58. Giants 20.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
He was taken down.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Max 22, Max 22. Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Good job right there. That's the curl. Max 22, Max 22. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson, and he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from going all the way.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
On the carry.
Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 58.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
33-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Tackled back at the 40.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A quick throw out to Lockett. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Pick it up, G. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. They're not ready for this. Touch 50. Yes, they still playing.
From the gun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You ain't good.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Third down.
Again, it's Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They needed a lot of yards there. They run it and come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to the defense because they didn't back off and play so loose that there was room to run. They were right there and stopped it for no gain, even in a long yardage situation.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they left their defense with no margin for error.
No, zero. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
57 to Mike. 50. 14. Let's go, D. Tighten up. One left. D, tighten up. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and
about a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They're running it. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Wilson flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
New York.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Wilson wants to throw it. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 26.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down,
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Tarvarius Moore.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Got it. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Run left. 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 1st down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Bring it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have.
By the Seahawks.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points